Welcome back to the channel. Now, before the start of every bull cycle, I seem to do an update on our Telegram group, Discord, or YouTube. So go back to the last cycle, you will see that we also did an update on Chainlink before the bull cycle that we saw in 2021. Could this be the same? Who knows? But this is going to be an epic video because I'm going to reveal my 2024 Chainlink price prediction, and this is going to be an exciting one and a YouTube exclusive. But before I get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much, much more. Now, let's get straight into it. Now, the first thing I want to say to you all is in the last bull cycle, Chainlink actually wasn't very impressive. And what do I mean by that? Let's go to January 2021. Let's just go all the way back to January 2021. Here we go. And let's just look at the performance from Chainlink that year, right? So let's have a look. Here we go. And at its peak, we saw a 328% move. Now, some of you that are maybe involved in the stock market or other markets may be saying that is a fantastic yearly return, right? Or a fantastic move, right? But it wasn't really when we compare it to the overall market. We saw some coins doing over 1,000%, some doing over 10,000, 30,000, some coins even going as high as 50,000%. So even on the lower end, this was a very poor year for Chainlink, especially in a bull cycle. But what do we notice? If you did buy Chainlink from 2020, then actually that does change quite significantly. So let's just have a look again. So from the 8th of June, we could do it from March, but let's just do it from where the rally begins, right? So we do it from the end of June 2020. And as you can see, that now turns into a 10x. Still not bad. It is a 10x, but in terms of the entire market, still not that impressive. So I know you're wondering, what could Chainlink do in the next cycle? Well, firstly, let's just look at where Chainlink is overall. So Chainlink is currently $6 per coin. It's currently down around 88%, just over 88% from its all-time highs in 2022, and that was in May 2021. So actually, it didn't even recover and go to its highs in November when most other coins were as well. So that's a very important note there, actually, right? So even though prices bounced back, it did not go back to its highs in 2021. So that's a very important note. So it's currently down 88%. Highs were $52.88. Its all-time lows, funnily enough, were in September 2023, 6 years ago, and that was 12 cents, right? So this is a project that does have that time in the market, which is good, but the price action hasn't been that amazing so far. But let's talk about it. I actually think that Chainlink could have a breakthrough year. As I always say, a cryptocurrency that can survive will typically thrive in the next cycle. Now, that doesn't obviously work for all coins. Some coins, like I mentioned, a ton that did well before in 2017 did very poorly in 2021. Now, the biggest risk here is that same scenario occurring for Chainlink, right? Which is why obviously we have insurance policies in place to ensure that we don't suffer this fate. But let's just talk. So how high can we climb? Now, what I would say is Chainlink, from where it is now, is currently a top 20 cryptocurrency coin. So let's just go back and have a quick look. So it's currently, where are we? Let's go down. Oh, sorry, just out of the 20. So it's 2022 is a 2022 ranked coin with a market cap of $3.2 billion. Now, the first question to ask is, can this go back to all-time highs in 2024? Yes, I believe it can, right? So let's just get that out the way. Can this go back to all-time highs? Yes, I do think it can. And that is a 793% move from where we currently are now, right? Which is, for Chainlink, in Chainlink's case, would be a big move. Why? Because if Chainlink repeats what it did in 2021 bull cycle, we would only see price go as high as $24, which, let's be honest, would not be that impressive. Now, the good news is, if you're buying from these lows, at least you end up in a profit. If you're someone that starts buying when the move has already taken place, then that could be an absolute disaster. So, can price go back to all-time highs? Yes, I do think it can. But with that being said, I don't actually see Chainlink going to $1,000 or anything like that. I think, and again, we are going to be very, very modest here. And we are going to say, I see Chainlink closing. So this is closing price around 80 to 1. I would say 150 as well, but that's the most optimistic. That's the most bullish case scenario. That would be, 2,000% from where we currently are now. Based on the price action that we've seen before, doesn't seem very likely. But if we do have a breakthrough cycle for Chainlink, then we could potentially see Chainlink climb that high, right? But that would mean, for those of you that are wondering, we probably would need to see something similar to what we saw in 2020, where we see price start to move before the actual bull cycle. And then, of course, we see an extension, right? Because I don't see Chainlink, based on its previous price, just starting from where it is and going all the way up to this area. It hasn't shown that yet, hasn't demonstrated it can do that. So therefore, that would be a very unrealistic price target. But from where we are now, let's just say we see price start to move. I think $80 is fair. That's 1.2. That's a 1,200% gain from where we currently are now. And then I would say, if we wanted to play it safe and we want to go as bullish, I would say just under or around $100, which is around 1,600. Now, the good news is, I know what a lot of people are thinking, well, yeah, but that's not 100x, that's not 1,000x, that's fine, but at least we know that Chainlink is one of those coins that will potentially, again, not financially advised, but could potentially be one of those steady coins, quote unquote gems, that we can feel comfortable holding for the entire bull cycle without worrying about it being rugged or going to zero, etc. Right? So we also have to factor in those things as well. Is this going to be a coin like some of the updates that we update on, like a Veracity, or some of these other coins that we update on, and could potentially do a 10,000% return, 5,000? Chainlink, as it stands, based on its previous history, no, it's not going to do that. But however, if I'm someone that's trying to play the big leagues, and I'm saying to myself, you know what, I want to raise the stakes. So instead of trying to flip, $100 into, 10K, or I'm trying to flip $1,000 into, 100K, this potentially could be a play where I build out my portfolio and say, okay, let's say at its peak it does 1,500%. If I have 10 grand in this, I could be looking at a potential 150, right? So it is one of those high stake kind of plays. If I have a limited funds, I'm not really going to be speculating with this per se, right? So if I maybe have $300 and that's all I have, am I going to pick Chainlink out of all the other coins that we have? No. And again, for those of you that do want access to our 100x gems, our 1000x gems, our plays that have a lot of potential, we're talking the 100x's, 1000x's, now would be a good time to join our Crypto Crew Premium channel. You can click the link in my description to join us right now. Don't forget to join the Telegram group, but Crypto Crew Premium is where you want to be if you want to see those fantastic plays in the next bull cycle. We're preparing now, we're going down that shopping list, and we're building out our deep 7-figure portfolio. So if you want to be a part of that, click the link below, join Crypto Crew Premium now. Until next update, seize the day.